Hello, my name's Kevin. My wife has asked me to make a little tutorial for her friends on how to download a Librivox audiobook and put it on an iPod or an iPhone using iTunes and on Windows. So first we open up a browser. We're using Google Chrome, but you can use Firefox or probably even Internet Explorer and go to librivox.org. You got to know what you're looking for. We're looking for a Edith Nesbit book. Edith Nesbit. Here we are. We're looking for, what book are we looking for? The Magic City. M. The Magic World. The Magic City. And ooh, we're in luck. It's a solo, which means that only a single author narrated this one, whereas the collaborative ones generally have different narrators for each chapter. So we're in luck. We're going to download, and we wait for it to download. While we're waiting, though, let's click the Magic City here, and we can download the cover art, which we'll use later. So I'm going to click here. It just shows up here. It's just a picture. We're going to save the image, and I'm going to save it on the desktop. You can save it wherever you like, as long as you remember where you save it. Okay, we're going to wait for the download to finish. Okay, our download just finished. So what we need to do next is open it in File Explorer. The way I do it on Chrome is I click here and I show it in the folder. There's got to be an equivalent on Firefox and Explorer. But I don't know because I don't use those. Anyway, here we are. Here's the file that we just downloaded, Magic City. We're going to right click on it and we're going to click Extract All. And I just let it extract to its default location. And when it's complete, what I do is I bring it off to the side and I bring up iTunes. Now in iTunes I go to the music library, go back to my folder with our files in it, and I select them all. I drag and drop them. Okay. So now under playlists, or even in my music, you should see a lot of times you'll see recently added, and you should see it here. Most of the time it doesn't show the artwork, and I'm surprised that this time it does. But assuming it doesn't, because most of the time it doesn't, I'll show you how to add it. What we're going to do is we're going to right click on the album or the playlist, not down here on the individual tracks, but up here, and we're going to right click, and we're going to get info. Under get info, we click artwork. Most of the time this is empty, there's nothing here, and we click add artwork, and then we find the image that we downloaded earlier, which I downloaded to my desktop. Before clicking OK, we're going to go to options. Now this is very important. Right now it thinks that it's an album, it's music, but it's not music, it's an audiobook. So you click media kind and you click audiobook. The other thing I like is I click remember playback position, so that if you pause the audiobook and get out of the music app, when you come back, it doesn't start it at the beginning of the track. You want it to remember where you were. And I also click here, which is it'll skip the audiobook if you're shuffling all of your music. And when we're done, we click OK. And normally this takes a second as it edits each track. And it disappeared. It disappeared because it's no longer music and it's not in your music library, but it's actually a book now. So it's in your book library. And so we have to find it now. It should be in your books. It should be Magic City. Here it is. And we can see our tracks. So now to move it to your iPod or iPhone, you need to have your iPod or iPhone connected. You should be able to see it up here. And while we're in our books library, you click the book and hold it down, and you drag it, and on the right side here you can see you can drop it in either of these connected phones or iPods. And we're going to put it in Ella's iPod. So we just let go, and look, it's automatically syncing her iPod. So I'm going to go to her device, and it's syncing. It takes a second. Sometimes if you haven't synced in a while, it'll take a very long time. Sometimes it complains about things that couldn't be synced. Don't warn me again. And it's syncing. It's taking its sweet time. Almost done, I hope. Oh, here it is, syncing audiobooks. You can see it's doing it now. And it finished. Okay, so now I'm going to go take a quick video of Ella's iPod. Okay, here's Ella's iPod, and I turn it on, and we gotta unlock it. Gotta do the password. This password is just for her iPod so that her little sister can't get into it. So we go to iBooks. And let's see, what did we download? She has so many audiobooks. Is it there? Oh, there it is at the top. Magic City by E. Nesbitt.
Chapter 1 of the Magic City.
And it's working.
This is a Librivox recording. All Librivox recordings are
okay,
in the
that's
public
it.
domain.
Good
For
luck,
more
everybody.
information or to volunteer,